Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that I think plagues all of us at one point or another: comparison. You know that lovely habit we have of scrolling through Instagram, seeing someone else's perfect life and suddenly questioning all of our life choices? Yeah, we've all been there, but today I want to talk about why comparison is not just a thief of joy, but also the reason your happiness keeps slipping through your fingers. And of course, I'll share some strategies for how we can stop playing this game that no one ever wins. Now let's start with a quote. Teddy Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." But honestly, I think it's more like the full-blown burglar of joy. It doesn't just sneak in and take a little bit, it clears out your emotional bank account, leaving you feeling empty, frustrated, and somehow convinced that Karen from high school, who just posted her third vacation this year, has the secret to life that you clearly missed out on. But let's get real for a second. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why does comparing ourselves to others rob us of our own happiness so effectively? The truth is, comparison shifts our focus from what we have to what we lack. Instead of appreciating our journey, the progress we've made, or the unique qualities that make us who we are, we start looking at what others have, what they've achieved, and where they seem to be in life. And let me tell you, this is a losing game every single time. There will always be someone who appears to be doing better than you, at least on the surface. Social media is basically designed to make you feel like you're missing out, like everyone else is living their best life while you're stuck in a Netflix and chill rut. This is where the wisdom of the Stoics comes in. Now, you know I love a good Stoic quote, so here's one from Marcus Aurelius. "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not the thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it." Let that sink in for a moment. It's not the success of others that causes our pain. It's our interpretation of that success and how we perceive ourselves in comparisons. The Stoics taught us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. We can't control the achievements of others, nor should we want to. Their success doesn't diminish ours, and our progress isn't made any less valuable because someone else is on a different path. Let's bring this back to something tangible, jiu-jitsu. When I first started training, I'll be honest, it was rough. I'd look around the mat and see guys who were faster, stronger, more skilled, and it was easy to get discouraged. I mean, who wants to be the guy getting tapped out every 5 minutes, right? So here's the thing I learned. Everyone's journey in jiu-jitsu is different. We all progress at our own pace, and the only person I should be competing with is the version of myself from yesterday. The mat doesn't lie. It's just you, your skills, and your mindset. The more you compare yourself to others, the less you're able to see your own progress. And trust me, the progress is there. You just have to stop looking at everyone else's and start acknowledging your own. The same goes for my journey to sobriety. In the early days, it was hard not to compare myself to people who seemed to have it all together. I would think, why can't I be like them? Why am I struggling so much? But as I stayed the course, I began to understand that sobriety, like jiu-jitsu, is a deeply personal journey. It's not about how quickly you get there, but about the lessons you learn along the way. The struggles, the victories, the setbacks, they all shape you, and they all matter. Now I know what you're thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually stop comparing myself to others? Great question. Let's dive into some practical strategies that have worked for me. First up, focus on your own journey. Sounds simple, right? But in a world where we're constantly bombarded with images and stories of other people's successes, it's easy to lose sight of our own. Your progress is yours and yours alone. Celebrate the small victories and milestones you achieve, no matter how insignificant they may seem in comparison to others. Remember, you're not racing anyone. Life isn't a sprint, it's more like an ultra marathon, complete with unexpected detours and plenty of uphill climbs. Next, practice gratitude. Now before you roll your eyes and say, "Here we go, another gratitude speech," hear me out. One of the most powerful antidotes to comparison is gratitude. When you focus on what you have, your strengths, your accomplishments, the people who support you, you shift your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Gratitude is like a pair of glasses that help you see the world clearly, without the fog of comparison distorting your view. So take a moment each day to acknowledge what you're grateful for, no matter how small. I promise it makes a difference. Then there's limiting social media exposure. Social media, the highlight reel of everyone's life. If you find yourself feeling down after scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, it might be time to take a break. Remember, most people only post the highlights of their lives, not the full story. You're seeing their best moments, not their behind-the-scenes struggles. So if social media is making you feel less than, it might be time to step back, zoom out, and focus on your own life, your own goals, and your own journey. Another strategy is to surround yourself with supportive people. Find a community of like-minded individuals who lift you up rather than bring you down. I was fortunate to find this in jiu-jitsu, where we all share a growth mindset and support each other's progress. Whether it's a sports team, a support group, or just a circle of friends, having a community that encourages you can make all the difference. These are the people who remind you of your worth, who celebrate your successes with you, and who help you see the progress you might be overlooking. Finally, let's talk about mindset shifts. One of the most important things I've learned is that mindset is everything. If you view life as a competition, you'll always find someone who's ahead of you. But if you see life as a journey where every step is part of your growth, then you'll start to appreciate your own path a lot more. The Stoics were big on this. They believed that our happiness depends on our perceptions, not external events. So the next time you catch yourself comparing your life to someone else's, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? More often than not, it's the latter. And if that's the case, it's time to shift your mindset and focus on what truly matters, your own growth, your own journey, and your own happiness. Comparison is natural, but it's also something we can learn to manage. By focusing on our own journey, practicing gratitude, limiting social media, surrounding ourselves with supportive people, and shifting our mindset, we can break free from the cycle of comparison and start living a life full of joy and fulfillment, which is ultimately what I want for all of you. So there you have it. Comparison might be the thief of joy, but you hold the keys to your own happiness. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How do you deal with comparison? What strategies have worked for you? Let's start a conversation and help each other out. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. One love.